Turkey has officially applied to join the Brics, with Algeria's recent accession to the NDB, the Brics Bank, rivaling the IMF as the organization's financial arm. This is a historic turning point for Brics, as Turkey is a NATO member and the alliance's second largest military power. Who stands to gain or lose from this major shift? Hello everyone, welcome to this special report on Turkey's application to join Brics. We'll examine why this is such a crucial issue today, because we're talking about Turkey, and it's important to put the Brics developments into a global context. The original Brics, shown in dark green, are Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Since January 1st, 2024, there's been an expansion. 4 new countries have joined the Brics, including Egypt, Ethiopia, but most notably, as a geopolitical masterstroke, Saudi Arabia and Iran in the same organization. Given the historical tensions between these two nations, what happened in early January is truly historic, successfully bringing these countries together. And as you know, particularly for China, these are two countries with massive oil resources. We mentioned this in the intro, and I made a video recently. Algeria has just joined the NDB, the new development bank, which is the financial arm of the Brics. Because what's the purpose of the Brics organization? Behind it is the NDB, a rival to the IMF and World Bank. So Algeria's joining the NDB is a first step towards Brics. And we know Algeria is a strong candidate for Brics, just like Turkey is today. In Africa, we also have Nigeria and Senegal, Venezuela, which has very special ties with Russia, Bolivia, Honduras, and of course Cuba with its historical links. What we're seeing here with Turkey, if confirmed, if membership is accepted, which it likely will be, we'll see the impacts and benefits, especially for Russia and China, because as we know, Turkey is the eastern gateway to Europe. Algeria is the southern one, but this would be really interesting. Turkey is said to be the most western country in the east and the most eastern in the west. It's at the junction of these two worlds, and that'd be a masterstroke for Brics. We'll see how it unfolds. Turkey could join Brics. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, whose EU membership application remains stalled, it's an important topic, we'll discuss it, had already shown interest in this group of emerging nations, which includes China and Russia. It's the first NATO member to apply to this informal club, irking Western allies. Turkey officially applied to join Brics, seeking to redefine its global role by diversifying alliances. The goal is to be less reliant on the EU and US. Finally, Turkey proposes to join Brics, aiming to build alliances beyond the West. Turkey can become strong and prosperous by improving ties with East and West simultaneously, Erdogan stated this weekend in Istanbul. The key point is that it's the first time a NATO country has applied to join Brics. We're talking about NATO's second largest military power, so this would be a huge deal. The clear winner here, as you know, is obviously Russia. This weakens NATO. Weakening NATO also weakens the G7, Europe, and especially the United States. That's why they're taking this tone. In the Ukraine war, Turkey refuses NATO involvement. They're in a middle position. They're in NATO, but might they leave if they join Brics? I think that's an open question. Another crucial issue is Turkey's EU membership bid, stalled for over a decade now. Above all, this request is a charade. Europe's reasons for refusal aren't clear, and I think it's simply fatigue. I made a video several months ago. It was my hypothesis, with a high probability of coming true, and today it's becoming reality, because it's natural to think that Turkey, at some point, grew tired of these repeated requests. The fact that it's been brushed aside and hasn't been on Europe's agenda for almost a decade. Turkey's hopes are affected, and perhaps Europe is the big loser in this relationship. Lastly, Erdogan says Turkey doesn't have to choose between the EU and SCO. Is this a masterstroke by Turkey? While strengthening ties with the East via Brics, we seek to advance our deep-rooted Western cooperation, says Erdogan. Trying to be part of both worlds might indeed be a masterstroke. And I think there's one country we haven't mentioned. Japan, which must feel quite isolated when looking at the map we saw earlier. Very isolated when you see all countries, especially in Southeast Asia, Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, which have been strong candidates for years. We talked about Russia being the big winner as it'll weaken NATO and Europe. I think the huge winner is obviously China. We often discuss this fascinating topic that'll shape the coming decades. It's the new Silk Road that China is establishing towards Europe. And that's the crucial point to understand. It's something where the United States isn't involved. Maybe the future is refocusing on Europe, Africa, and Asia. The Silk Roads let China sell products everywhere, through Turkey to Europe's doorstep. So it's really a strategic issue for China. And now what's next for Europe? Who else might weaken it further? We're hearing talk about some Eastern European countries like Hungary and Serbia, and it'd be a huge blow if another European country simply applied to join Brics. To wrap up, I'll quote the Iris Institute on the reshaping of global order. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching this video. Share your opinions. Tell me who you think are the big winners and losers in this historic shift. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day.